Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Angela. So, remember yesterday's video I did where I had 4 decks for the month of June? I just realized like 10 minutes ago that I had 6 decks in June. And I can't believe I forgot the 2 I'm currently using. So, this is a short little add-on video to show you the other 2 decks I got in June that I haven't been able to put down because they're so fabulous. And that is the Oracle of Echoes 2nd edition by Anatorian and the Tarot of the Abyss by Anatorian. So let's look at the Oracle of Echoes. And again, I've done videos on all of the walkthroughs on all of these decks. I need to do a comparison. If you guys would like me to do a comparison of the 2nd edition versus the 1st edition of the Oracle of Echoes, let me know. The backs of this are gorgeous. My favorite colors. There's green. There's purple in there. It's fantastic. This is an extra card. Beautiful. There's one of the new cards, and there's 10 cards added, and then there's the keywords at the bottom no longer have like the little bar they were in. It's just like handwritten on there, it looks like. Sorrow. And I'm not going to go into these too much again because I already went through a walkthrough with them. But I got this last Friday in the mail because it was on a pre-order. She does herself. She does it a couple times a year. She said that she's retiring the 1st edition. So this will replace the 1st edition. If you go to order it, you're going to get this one. And she only does a couple times a year where she does a pre-order for a couple months, and then she'll send them all out. And then she'll, like she said something about maybe in December she'll do this again, where she's doing another set of pre-orders for this deck. And I'm so glad I was able to get the 1st edition, and now I have this one. I am in love with her artwork. Look at that. Boundaries, that's a new one also. I'm in love with her artwork. It speaks to my soul. I can't even explain it anymore. Any further than that. It's just deep. That's another new one. A Journey. Beautiful. Chaos. I'm just like, yeah, I started following her on, as soon as I saw the Oracle of Echoes, and it was not available at the time, I started basically stalking her. I started following her on Instagram. I started following her on her website. And it finally came up again in August of last year for me to purchase that's another new one, that is Listen, for the 1st edition, and I'm so glad that I bought it now because she's now retiring it, so you won't be able to get it anymore. And then I was like, yes, totally getting the 2nd edition, and I wasn't going to at first. I'm like, I don't need 10 extra cards, and then I started seeing it. I'm like, yep, I gotta get it, and the backs are just gorgeous, so I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So hard. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous deck. And I'm pretty much showing you all the cards at this point. There's a whole, I still got a few, but they're breathtaking. And then as soon as I saw, I wasn't part of the 2 or 3 year long hold waiting for the Bonestone and Earthflesh Tarot, but she is the artist of that deck as well. I just happened, once I started following her, started seeing all these other projects she was doing. There's also another project that she's finished. That's somebody else's deck that I'm still waiting on them to put it out there so I can purchase it. But it's gorgeous. It's an Oracle deck. And then I saw the Bonestone and Earthflesh Tarot, and I missed out. Somehow I was stalking, and somehow I missed the first round of her selling it. And then I just happened to be, as soon as I realized, oh my God, it's for sale, it was out of print. And I'm like, what? And then literally like a week later, she had them on sale again. And I'm like, that's weird. This is another one, Silver Lining. Because she had 1,000 copies initially. And I guess she did them in 2 phases. death. And so I was lucky enough to be able to be one too. I love that breakthrough card. Love it. One of the first ones to be able to. I love the spirit guides too. And this is another new one, Serenity. Gorgeous. I was able to be one of those people that got it on the second run before it was completely sold out. Yeah. And my favorite card in here, Let Go. Speaks volumes to me. It's another new one, The Spinner. And Vulnerability. And that's all those cards in that deck. I could sit around and show these cards all day long. But yeah, as soon as I saw that the Bonestone and Earthflesh was available again, I pounced on it. I went in, bought one, and literally within minutes of me buying the one I bought off of Etsy, they were sold out again. And I was like minutes away from not being able to get a hold of that deck. And it is a glorious, fantastic deck. So I'm so glad I was part of that. And then we have the Tarot of the Abyss by Anatorian as well. This is my first true black and white deck. It's a 2-part box. It's her first mass market deck. It is published by US Games. I did not get it off US Games. And I love the little, I don't know if the camera will pick it up here, but there's little flowers here. There's like the little flower on the back of the Oracle of Echoes there. So it all kinds of ties together. The book is fantastic. Fantastic. Little white book, but it's packs a punch. Anna, you did fabulous on this deck. I love it so much. And there's the backs. Love it so much. Because it's black and white, it seems to be a lot deeper than what you would normally see in some of these cards. I love that the court cards all seem to have, if you lay them all out together, they seem to have a similar story, or they're all in the same area. There is the Three of Swords. There's two different Three of Swords, so you can pick and choose. I left both in because they do seem to. I love that. There's the family down here, and there's stairs, and then you got stairs here, and then there's their home and the apple tree, and it's a fabulous card. 10 of Pentacles. That's just gorgeous and a totally different take than what you normally see, and I love that. I gush over these two decks I've been gushing over these two decks, and I haven't really put them down since I got them. And I've been pairing them together, and they're fabulous together. And I love that this Lovers is just the trees intertwined. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. 4 of Cups. I mean, there's nothing I can't say. Black and white, colored, it doesn't matter. Her work is fabulous. And it makes you feel so deeply. It's just, look at that. The Death card. You can see the night sky in her robe. Like, what? This Justice card is gorgeous. I mean, it makes you feel. There's is that one too? No. There's 2 Ten of Swords also. There's the traditional one here, and then there's another one that doesn't have any swords in it. 2 of Cups, beautiful. And I was so kicking myself earlier because I'm like, why did I forget those 2 decks for my June decks? I don't understand it because I'm currently using both of these decks. So I'm like, I told you guys, I forget. And then I've been writing them down so I don't forget. And I, for some reason, didn't even write these 2 down. I love that this is the moon. Look at that. Gorgeous. Gorgeous cards. And this one speaks to me too, the 5 of Pentacles. When I first saw it, it looks like they look like the traditional of what you see in the 5 of Pentacles, being left out in the cold. But then you see this person here, standing here. It's almost like they're guarding them, like preventing them from coming in, which I found to be a whole other concept. Um, that was just like, what is happening right now? And then you got, it looks like these two are lit up. These two windows are lit up. And there's almost like silhouettes in the windows. So it's like they're seeing these people having warmth and comfort. And then she's like, you can't come in. Or maybe she's full up, and she can't let them in. It just, that blew my mind. It was a whole other concept or way of thinking about this card. And I was just like, what? So, yeah, I love it. I love it. I love any card that will take you out of traditional norms. And that did for me. And I was just like, what? And this, the Devil card, wow. It's just a fabulous deck. Fabulous, fabulous deck. Eight of Swords, my favorite card in any deck, in every deck. Eight of Wands, I love that it's the birds and they're all going in the same direction. That does give you the traditional Eight of Wands feeling. But they're just birdies flying in a bee. Look at this Six of Cups. I mean, you can see his memory. That's crazy. Ten of Wands. And it does give you the feeling that he's going uphill with his heavy burden. Nightmare card, Nine of Swords. Fantastic. Four of Pentacles. He's definitely hoarding it. The Knight of Pentacles. Gorgeous. I love this Tower card. Love it. Because how many times have we felt like we were this guy right here, hanging on to the last strand of our reality or our perceived reality, what we think we need. And it's just, we're literally hanging on by a finger grip. I've been there many times. Many, many times. And I love that. Love that. The Magician. Gorgeous. Page of Cups. Seven of Cups. Look at the house up there. And the love people. Crazy. I love it. So hard loving this deck. And it doesn't even bother me that it's black and white. It's just, like I said, it makes it feel like it's a deeper level of something because it's black and white. Queen of Wands, look at her. Gorgeous. Six of Wands, gorgeous. Ace of Swords. We got the Hermit, gorgeous. I love the crone feeling in the Hermit card. Female. The Hanged One. Six of Swords. Love this card. And I get this feeling in this card. You see the person on the boat back there in the calm water, but they're riding over the rough seas. And I don't know if you can see it, but I get this feeling from her like, I can rise above this. And I love that. And I'm just re-showing all these cards again because I can't not. They're gorgeous. The Fool. Beautiful. Knight of Swords. This is one of the cards I pulled. He's got the element of fire in his hand. And then if you read the book, which I was like, what? The book blew my mind because this is the Page of Wands watching him interact with the fire element. And I'm like, what? That's cool. And then there's a nod to the Queen, which is the next card. in that as well. It's really cool. The High Priestess, she's beautiful. Nine of Wands. Queen. Temperance. I love this Temperance card. There is a sense of balance in there, which is what I see in the Temperance card. Queen of Pentacles. The Sun. Knight of Cups. Four of Swords. Five of Cups. I love this Hierophant. The Wise One. It may be my new favorite Hierophant. I love that they're Native American. I love everything about this card. Love it. Awakening or Judgment. It's an angel. Love it. Four of Wands. Here's the other Ten of Swords. The Chariot. Love it. Here is another Three of Swords. If we haven't shown the other already, I don't remember if we did. There's two Three of Swords too. There's that one. The Nine of Pentacles. Beautiful. The Emperor. And he's the cover of the box. Three of Wands. We must have already shown the other Three of Swords because I only have one more card. And the Star. Gorgeous. Gorgeous cards. Gorgeous. Gorgeous cards. So that is the extra two, well, not the extra two decks. The two decks, for some reason, I forgot completely about that I got in June. And I'm like, why did you forget them? You're using them currently. But these are the bomb. Like, paired together, they are phenomenal. If you haven't got this deck, it's only on US Games. I got it at my local metaphysical shop, but you get a whole bunch in from US Games. But it's fantastic. If you haven't got this deck, well worth the $22 I paid for it at my local metaphysical shop. I think it's like 23 on US Games. And then this one is sadly out of print right now, but she did say that probably back November or December she will do another run. So just follow her on Instagram and she will let you know once she does it another run. She'll let you know. And that's how I found out about this run. So that is, I promise, all the decks I got in June. If you guys like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification button so you're alerted to any future videos. And you guys have a great afternoon. Bye.